Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've just got back from work and I thought, you know what, I have the energy, I have the time. This week honestly is quite hectic because I usually work part-time, but for this week and next week I'm working full-time just to get some extra dosh. However, I feel like I still have the energy to do readings, okay? So I just want to say massive thank you to each and every one of you who are always continuously supporting this channel. This channel is growing, I see it, and I'm really grateful to each and every one of you. Where would this channel be without you guys? And second of all, thank you to those who are continuously supporting my other page, Awkward Confidence. If you don't know what that is, feel free to pry, okay? Especially if you're new here. With that being said, I have 4 piles. So we have pile 1 with the Sprite, pile 2 with the screwdriver, pile 3 with the scissors, and pile 4 with the wand, okay? This is the Tiger's Eye wand, okay? I only have 4 piles today because I associate 4 with like stability. It makes me think of finances. I know I should also be looking at 8 for abundance, but this is just what came to my mind because this reading actually was requested by KitKat_2025_love. So shout out to you for requesting this reading. But with that being said, let's get started. So, all right, so pile 1. I don't like it being in frame. I'm gonna move these back. Okay. All right, 1 minute and 43 seconds, pile 1. You guys chose the Sprite, okay? When I think of Sprite, I think of energy because it is, I guess you can classify it as an energy drink, even though it's not intended for it to be, but because of the sugar element, I mean, this one, okay, this is sugar-free, 0 sugar. But it's like fizzy, you know, it keeps you feeling full, keeps you feeling bloated, even if it has no nutrition, no fat, no sugar, no nothing, just taking up some calories in your body, okay? No, it actually has 0%. Wow, damn, okay. But somehow, okay, 2% salt. All right, as I'm about to look at this, I'm like, so what's the purpose of you? Because I grabbed this thinking it was like sugar. So it's like, okay, it's good. You know, you have the energy at work, right? But this has 0 sugar. Anyways, let's see how your boss views you, okay? Or how does your boss feel about you? We have intention. We have dream, may your imagination run free. We have 28, reach out. Some of you guys could be 28, but you don't have to be. 2 is all about partnership and alignment, and 8 is all about abundance. Add them together, you get 10, which is completion, okay? Well, rounds back to number 1, which is beginnings, okay? We do have the coyote and datura, which is deceit. We have yes. In the back, we do have may. And then we have goals. And then we have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air sign energy. And then we have the Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. Okay. All right. So how does your boss view you / feel about you? Okay. I feel like your boss sees you as somebody who you may be a little bit like on the quieter side, and like this is not coming from a place of being shy. I'm getting you guys are not shy people. Like if you want to talk, you can talk, okay? You guys are very confident, secure in yourselves, but you may come across as quiet until you need to say something. Because I'm getting with the Page of Swords, this is giving an energy of like, you don't make unnecessary conversation. Like this is giving me a kind of vibe where you guys don't like small talk. It's like, I came to work to get this bag and do my job. I'm not out here to make friends kind of energy. And it's not to say that you don't like your boss or you don't care about, like, this is just how your boss is viewing you. They feel like you don't make the effort to make a conversation with them or try and drag things out and like have it like, you know, they feel like you don't go out your way to like try and like maybe kiss ass or just go above and beyond in the conversation. So yeah, they may feel like you keep yourself to yourself. However, when you need something or when you need to say something that holds a lot of substance, or maybe if you just need your boss, you're gonna come. You're gonna make that shit known, okay? With the Knight of Swords, you guys are also being seen as very assertive in a way where if you need something, if you want something, you're gonna communicate it. You're also being seen as ambitious. So it's like you're not afraid to put your all, you're not afraid to put in the effort that you need to put for work. But again, you still don't go out of your way to make those conversations. I'm getting, this is a part that like, I'm not saying that your boss wants you to do this, but you do not kiss ass. Like, you're not the type of person like, oh, let me have this meaningless conversation with my boss because they're my boss. And we're a family. You know when people say things at work, like, we're a family. And the whole time you're like, we're not a family. Like, we're all here because we want money, right? We are not a family, but we are colleagues. And I like to keep it that way kind of energy. So you guys are very cool, calm, and collected, though. So your boss does see you as someone who's cool, calm, collected. You're not dramatic. You're not somebody who you cause drama or you have beef with anyone. Like, you keep yourself to yourself and you are in control of your own emotions, okay? So you're easygoing, you're easy to get along with, but you just may not be the type that has unnecessary conversations, okay? You just don't like small talk. It's like, if you want to say something, you'll say it. If someone asks you a question, you're going to answer it, but you don't really go out of your way to start a conversation, okay? Yeah, because with intention, it seems that your boss feels like you are someone who you keep your eye on the prize, okay? If you are at work and whatever you do for work, you're focused on that thing, then that is what you're going to focus on. You're not going to bring anything else to other people's attentions, okay? Your intention is to do a great job and get paid for it. You're not out here to try and make memories or make very long-term connections, long-term bonds. Like, you just came here to do your job and what's expected of you. But yeah, with the dream and with the Knight of Swords energy, you guys are coming up is very ambitious, but not in a way where like, I'm going to step on people's toes, but you are somebody who you really put your all and your best into your work, and you may want even more for yourself, and you're not afraid to work hard, maybe even take up a few extra hours to do so. You know, you are someone who you want a good living of life, and you do what you have to do, okay? Sagittarius energy, I don't know why it makes me think of Nicki Minaj, because she's a Sagittarius, but like I see how she is in the rap game, and like I remember like saying I remember her saying something like I want to be the first to do this and this and this. It's something to do with, I don't know, rap, right? She's not the first female rapper, but like she was the first to do something, and I can't remember what it was, but she mentioned something like that, and she managed to achieve it. So then anyone after her, now she's going to feel like I paved the way to do this. And I don't know what she's referring to specifically, or maybe it's just her just being known as the queen of rap, or just having all these collabs. I don't know, but she managed to do something that allowed other people to then do it after, okay? So you guys could have like a certain goal in mind, or you're very ambitious. You know what you want your life to look like. You know exactly what you want out of your career, and you're not going to stop at it, okay? But we do have reach out. I feel like this is more of an energy of your boss wishes that you would reach out more, like outside of whatever's taking you to work. Like, they kind of wish that they'd have more conversations with you, more in-depth conversations. I'm also getting they want to know more about you, like in a deeper level. Okay. Yeah, I feel like whatever you got going on, it feels aligned for you at this current time. And it's like you're looking for abundance. You're looking for, okay, fulfillment. Is this what I do? Okay, I like what I do. Like, whatever you guys do for a living, like, you're really good at it. Okay. But we do have deceit, though. So I'm getting your boss does sometimes perceive your selective urge to reach out to them as deceitful, but not in a way where like you're being fake, but in a way where they feel like you come across as like you're so focused on the job itself, you're so focused on the money itself and doing what you need to do. So when you do have a conversation with them, they feel like you only reach out when you need to reach out, and they may see that as like, oh, so like you don't want to build something with us, you don't want to have any close connection to us kind of energy. Because I'm getting with the deceit, it's not that you're lying about something, but they may feel like if you are more quiet, they feel like you are gatekeeping your personality. Like, you could be a little bit more fun, a little bit more outgoing if you wanted to be. Because I'm getting on the surface, especially for people who don't know you, they may think you're very quiet and very shy. And then when you need something, you're not afraid to communicate what you need, and they realize you're actually not shy, you're just selective. And it may make them feel some type of way. Because we do have a yes, so your boss does see you as someone who has an element of certainty. confidence, security within yourself. And it takes you a while to think things through before you make a big decision on something, or before you make a statement about something. So you do have that level of certainty. Your boss does see you as very intelligent and respectful. But again, we have goals. This makes you think of ambition. They see you as very ambitious. So you put the work in. But I'm just getting with this deceit card, they feel a little bit conflicted and confused about your personality, because a part of them feels like, I don't know if they feel some type of way about this, but a part of them feels like you just don't want to be as close to them on that sort of level, and they can see that this is like a job to you and only a job to you, not like it's a job, but I'm trying to build a network here, I'm trying to build family here, I'm trying to bring like lifelong friends. Like they can tell that you're just here to do what you need to do, and that's it, and keep it cute, you know. And it may make them feel some type of way. It may make them feel like, oh, so they reach out to me when they need to, but they don't have an urge to talk to me here and there, you know, out of the blue, you know. I want to clarify this further though. Can we clarify deceit? Yeah, so they feel like you may gatekeep your personality, or you act different based upon who you're with. So maybe there's for some of you, you could have someone at work that you actually are comfortable with, that you can joke with, but when the boss comes in, you're kind of like, oh, okay, now I'm back to work mode. I can't joke with you like that, you know? That could be the case for some of you, but I'm getting overall you are a cool, calm, collected person. So I don't feel like your boss has anything against this, but you're easy to get along with, okay? Can we clarify deceit? Yeah, unpredictable. With this Wheel card, yeah, Wheel of Fortune card, like you are unpredictable. They never, like your boss never knows what you're truly like, okay? Because you may gatekeep your personality, or even if one day you may decide to be a bit more talkative than usual, or when you need something, you're going to reach out. But they can't really read your mood, I'm getting. Yeah, your boss sometimes cannot read your mood, because we do have the Two of Swords, which is indecision. It's like, I don't know where I stand. I don't know what's going on. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So it's like they don't know what mood you're in. They can't read you sometimes. Even if you are happy, you may have a resting bitch face. Or even if you are sad, you may just have a smile on your face. Like I'm getting like your boss can't read you at times, okay? And they don't know what kind of energy you're in, or what they're going to get out of you, depending on the day, because you could be very hard to read. But you are very seen as secure and ambitious, but just very selective. I'm getting someone who's not as talkative, but you talk when you need to talk. Like if they say, oh, you need to work on your skills of being more social if you want to raise, then all of a sudden they're going to be hearing you talk and be like, you're going to get raised. Like, like they're going to be hearing you blab all of a sudden if it gets you somewhere. Like, I feel like you guys just don't make unnecessary conversations, and they've picked up on that. I don't know if it makes them feel some type of way, but with the Temperance here, I feel like they're okay about it. Like they're neutral. They see you as cool, calm, collected, and you're someone who's easy to get along with. So you do your job, right? But that's all what I'm getting for pile 1. I'm going to move on to pile 2. Thank you guys so much for requesting a reading. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. All right, so if you want to join my membership, it's only starting at £2.99. Okay, we're going to move on to pile 2. So pile 2 is 1333. Okay, you guys chose the screwdriver. Okay, so how does your boss view you, feel about you? I feel like you're seen as an asset. Like you have something to bring to this workplace. Like you're not a useless person. What a relief. Because you'd be surprised. There's some people that just, they may not like their job. So they're just there to pass time. They just do the bare minimum and that's it. You know, it may be seen as dead weight. But you guys are being seen as like an asset to your life. Like an asset to their life. Sorry, an asset to their company. Okay. You also may be seen as someone who's making a lot of progress. Okay. But let's see. We have boat. We have the offering. May you honor the earth. We have 6. Celebrate you. 6 is a number of balance, harmony. We have the bee and the pomegranate, which is productivity. We have loyalty. We have Leo, which is fire energy. We have air sign energy with the 6 of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we have fire sign energy with the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. Yeah, did I not mention this? Did I not mention this? Your boss sees you as someone or feels that you are making extreme progress. Okay, from the Page to the Knight, regardless of what sign you are, like they see you as someone who's making a lot of growth, a lot of progress, whether this be about your actual job or like you as a person, you flourishing as a person, you growing as a person. Okay, they do see you as someone who's booked and busy, as in like you're very much on your feet. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands, like you're always doing something, you're always staying active, you're not a useless person. That's why you're being seen as an asset. We do have productivity, so you guys are a busy bee. You're reliable. Okay, if they need you, if they're calling you out, like you're gonna clock, you're gonna be there. You guys have extreme great work ethic. Okay, and we have loyalty. So they see you as someone who's very loyal to their company. They don't see you switching at any point. They feel like you're an asset, and they wouldn't even want you to leave. They actually enjoy your presence. They actually value your presence. Okay, but yeah, with the Six of Swords, I am getting, they see you as someone who's making a lot of improvements, a lot of progression. Okay, and they admire you for all this. Okay, they really do admire you for this. They really do like your energy. So that's a relief. You're not getting fired. And then we have celebrate you. So yeah, they want to support you. I feel like they want to support your wins and how far you've come. And they're actually really, really proud of the progress you've made, and they're really proud of the work you've put in. I don't know how long you guys have been at this workplace, but they seem to be really pleased by the progress that they've seen. They actually want to support you and celebrate you with the celebrate you card. Okay, 6 is harmony and balance. They feel like they are, this may be a little bit of a spoiler alert, but they do want to reward you. Okay, I'm getting like, this is an energy of someone who they may want to give you a raise or just celebrate you in some sort of way, like call you in and be like, I just want to let you know that you're doing a great job. Like, this is a type of energy where they're really, really proud of you. Okay, we do have offering. So yeah, you have a lot to offer. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're the full package. Like, you're the asset. Like, I'm not trying to gas you guys up, but I heard a song in my head by Ed Sheeran. I don't know if it's a collab, but you need me, man, I don't need you. Like, it's almost like they need you, but you barely need them. Of course you need them. It's a job, right? But it feels like they need you way more than you need them. Okay. But we do have boats. Yeah, like you can storm the weather. I feel like whatever things that seem tricky at work or anything that is unpredictable at work, like you find a way to manage it, you find a way to get through with it, you can weather any storm, you handle things with so much professionalism, and they find this amazing. Like, I feel like if you decided to ever leave this job, your boss would low-key cry because they're like, we'll never find another one like you. Like, it's almost like they feel like they groomed you, not in a creepy way, but it's like they feel like they've showed you the ropes and like you've accommodated yourself in it, and they feel like you're part of the family. Okay, they've drilled it into your head. Okay, but I feel like overall I'm getting like feelings of passion and pride in what you're doing. So yeah, they really do like you. And we do have Leo, so I feel like they see you as someone who you actually attract a lot of praise, a lot of attention because of how well you are exceeding in your workplace. Like, I feel like why did I hear it's your world, everyone's living in it. And maybe they see you, your potential to actually do better. As in, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I wouldn't say overqualified, but you may give off that vibe where, like, you're working for them, but they feel like you have the potential to be a boss one day, or you have the potential to do bigger and better things. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. But if you're a very confident person and you make that known in the workplace, they appreciate that, because the Leos are very they're ruled by the sun. Okay, and the sun doesn't ask anyone's permission to rise. So that's the kind of energy that you have. Okay, you have a lot to bring to the table. Okay, there's something about you also being very analytical as well, but hands-on, the full package I'm getting. Okay, I'm going to move on to the pile 3. Not me trying to rush things. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. I don't bite. And if you want to join my membership, it starts at £2.99. Okay, I'm going to move on to pile 3. So pile 3, we have 19 minutes and 31 seconds. You guys chose the scissors. Oh, makes me think of Scorpio vibes. Cut, 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 cut. So I'm getting like, you guys give off a very intelligent, very sharp, kind of energy. But I'm also getting you may be a little bit like, I wouldn't say unfriendly, but they may see you as someone who you like to kind of push people away or keep yourself to yourself. There's something about your energy is very different to pile 2. Like, it's like very much cutthroat, very honest, very blunt, okay, but very smart, okay? I feel like your boss knows you mean well, but it's just something about you that can make them feel a bit uncomfortable at times, but they can't really put their finger on it. But we're going to investigate. This kind of reminds me of how I used to be. When I first became a teacher, right? This was in 2020 during COVID times, right? Quarantine. I had a boss back then that found me so uncomfortable because I wouldn't speak unless I needed to speak. So I'm a teacher, so I'd speak so freely with my students, but then when it came to him and my other colleagues, I'd kind of be a bit reclusive. Bear in mind, I was only 22 at the time, and everyone else was like over 10 years older than me. So you can imagine that I don't really have much I can relate to, right? I worked in a private school, so it kind of made me feel like, okay, the standards are very different. So I was on edge most of the time, but I think that was interpreted as, you don't like us, or maybe they're having a breakdown. Like, everyone kept trying to check up on me, like, and I'm like, I'm okay, I'm not depressed, I'm just being my own little zone, you know? But that can be intimidating for some people because they can't read you, okay? Anyways, and I'll shut up about me. We have kindness. I'm like, bruh, I just don't know when to stop. We have conserve, may you find the balance. We have 57, call your spirit home. 5 is all about change. 7 is all about learning. 5 and 7 together make 12, which is all about, well, 12 runs back to 3, which is all about support, networking, foundations, creations, you know. We have the snake and the fern, which is starting over. We have lust. Oh my God. Not to make it awkward between you and your boss. We have artistic, creative, and then we have Pisces. We also have the hermit, which is Virgo energy. This is earth energy. And then we have the tower, which is Scorpio. I was getting Scorpio vibes. And then we have the death, which is also Scorpio. I swear to God, guys, when I grab whatever I need to grab in order for you to differentiate which pile you want, I just be doing it randomly. I don't remember what cards are in the pile. It's just a coincidence. So when things like this happen, I'm like, I love it. It's a confirmation, okay? So some of you guys could be Scorpio or give off that energy like a Scorpio, okay? All right, so what does your boss think about you? Okay, as I said before, very intelligent, but you can be very honest, very cutthroat. I don't know if some people in this pile are neurodivergent, as in, you know, neurodivergent is just an umbrella term for a lot of things like ADHD or autism, bipolar, depression, whatever it may be, anxiety. But I'm getting, for some of you, it's giving that you like things the way they're supposed to be. You're organized. You actually do your job the way it's meant to be done, even if other people don't follow the code. And it's not coming off like you're this type of energy where like you're criticizing other workers, but it's giving an energy where you make sure that you are doing what you are supposed to be doing and everything's done correctly. Like, you do your job well, okay? By the book, okay? Your boss sees you someone who keeps to themselves. Yeah, we do have conserve. Like, you don't really, this reminds me of pile 1. Like, you don't really share much of your energy with them, at least, or with other colleagues, and they've noticed this. And I don't know if they are offended by this or not. They just see you as someone who's kind of like closed in, but they do acknowledge that you are very kind. Okay, we have kindness. So you are somebody who you will go out of your way to help other colleagues. You will go out of your way to do whatever you need to do in order to make sure that the work is running the way it's meant to be running. But at the same time, I'm still getting a very conserving your energy kind of feel to it. Like, I'm getting you're just always in your own little zone, okay? We do have call your spirit home. So yeah, I feel like your boss sees you as somebody who, I don't want to say triggers them, but you do make them feel like they reflect on themselves. And I don't know in what way. Maybe I should clarify, because 5 is change and 7 is learning. There's something about your presence being at work that has kind of changed their perception on not just you, but on themselves, on the workplace, on life. When you clarify, call your spirit home. Yeah, it's almost like you've made them kind of question something. And I don't know if this is good or bad. Can we clarify, call your spirit home? You make them reflect on a few things. Yeah, with this 7 of Cups, you could have changed their perspective on on you or people like you. I don't know what that's meant to be, but we do have the Ace of Cups. I don't know if you've triggered this person to be more in touch with their own emotions, their own empathy, their own energy. If you guys do resonate with the message of being very kind and helping out and doing everything you need to do and making sure everything's running correctly, then you do trigger them to actually do some reflection and be kind to themselves and kind to other people. I'm not saying that you guys are being seen as someone who's disloyal, but your boss may see you as someone who you're not afraid to start again. Okay, starting over. For some of you, you could have started your certain job at an older age, and maybe your job required studying, and then you had to go back into this as an older age, or there's something about starting over coming through. But I'm getting it's like it's not like you're glued to this job. Like you have no qualms about up and leaving if you wanted to. Can you clarify starting it over? We have the Judgment. Yeah, a second chance. For some of you, I don't know if you've left your job at some point and then you came back, or I don't know what it is, but all I'm getting here is you're not afraid to start again. Like if you left this job, you'd come back. Or if you wanted to start a new career, you would, or if you wanted to leave this job, you could. Like there's something about starting again. For some of you, if you have worked here and then left and then returned, like this could just be that message where you returned and you've returned, but you've come back a little different, like you've changed. Yeah, so for those of you who do resonate with that part of the message where you've left and you've come back, like you've come back a little different, and that's what your boss views you as. It's not a bad different. It just makes them kind of analyze you a little bit. Some of you guys could be lost in the clouds, and I say this because of the Piscean energy here. So even if you're not a Pisces, you could come across like one where you're just kind of like in daydream, like you're just like thinking of some things in your mind, and then you always look like you have a lot on your mind, okay? And you may not be willing to share it, okay? But you always look like you have some things going on in your head. But we do have artist, creative. So there's something about the way you dress or the way you present yourself or the ideas, the innovative ideas you come up with for your company. They feel like you're very skilled in that and you're very creative, innovative when it comes to the things that you do or things that you come up with. But we do have lust. This is a dangerous card to get. You could be seen as a temptation. And I hope I don't make things weird between you and your boss. Especially if you have a boss that's the same gender as you and you don't swing that way. Can you clarify lust? I don't know about you guys, but in my first job, I dressed very modest. I used to work in a faith school, but now my boss is a female. I mean, who's to say I don't swing that way, Like, don't jump to conclusions, but you know what I mean. Can you clarify lust? We have the Two of Wands. Oh, do you make someone question whether they like you or not? You may spark some romantic feelings in your boss. Can you clarify lust? Oh, so they must really like you. Maybe I don't know. I'm getting a vibe that they may feel really drawn to you, very attracted to you, and it may come off as lust. And maybe they're sitting there questioning like, am I lusting after pile 3 or do I just really like pile 3? Something about you could be very, what's that word? Like magnetic with the Magician. Clarify lust in the Six of Wands with the Magician. You guys are very charming, okay? We do have the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like and we have the Empress. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. You guys may take care of your appearance. Let's just put it that way. You are fine. Okay? Your boss knows it. And I don't know if it's coming in a way where like they have a crush on you, they want to be with you, but they do acknowledge that you are an attractive specimen. Okay? Man or woman, you are attractive. And it makes them kind of think like, yeah, they take good care of themselves. Some of you guys have a banging body, okay? Because the Eight of Pentacles makes you think of someone who's continuously working out, okay? Those glutes and whatnot, okay? But you're very magnetic, and maybe it makes your boss question whether they do like you. Like, am I crushing on pile 3, or am I just acknowledging that pile 3 is good looking? Because I'm getting like there's certain things that you can get away with, pile 3, that not everyone can get away with, and it could be because you are attractive. I mean, the Empress is an attractive card, right? You may get away with a lot more things than many people would. I feel like if someone was to do something that you did, it may be perceived a different way. Okay, I'm hearing dainty. For some of you, you could come across as cute, wholesome. Yeah, but there's something very creative about you. Overall, with the Hermit, I am getting your boss may see you as very wise beyond your years, but also someone who may, again, keep to themselves, because we do have conserve here. This reminds me a little bit of pile 1. There could be some messages in pile 1 for you. But you are very transformative. With the Tower card and the Death card, you're not afraid of change. For some of you, maybe you had a glow up, or maybe you changed appearance. Maybe you lost some weight. Maybe you gained some weight. Maybe you had some surgery, did some Botox, did something different with your hair. Especially if you are, I'm going to stereotype, if you are a Black woman, you know, sometimes as Black women, we be styling our hair. Sometimes we go with braids, sometimes dreads, sometimes we go with a natural hair out. Sometimes, you know, it just depends. Sometimes a wig, it just depends. Extensions, we like to change things up a bit. So maybe that is the case. And that's just me stereotyping, because any race can do this, you know, but I'm just associating it with that because I see that the most. Yeah, there's something transformative about you. But yeah, it could be to do with how you style yourself. And I'm only saying that because of creative and even the ideas that you know, because this man is holding a candle in a candle. I don't know what it's called. Candle. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know what it's called, like candle holder, but not like a typical candle holder, but like the ones that I think I've had it featured in one of my videos where you open, there's a door and then you put the candle in, you know, a lantern. Yeah, a lantern. That's what I'm trying to basically get at. You guys have seen this very genius-like. You come up with the best ideas, okay? But again, I'm still getting energy of like, I'm hearing she doesn't want to assimilate. And that's so specific because I heard she. That's assuming that all of you guys are women, and you may not be. Some of my males love to watch me, okay? But I'm getting she doesn't want to assimilate. So you guys may stand out at work. I can't lie, and you may keep to yourself a lot. You do your job well, and you are kind, and you do your part. You are friendly. You are warm, but there's an energy of keeping to yourself, and I feel like your boss may see that as you not trying to be kumbaya. Like sometimes you're not, like you need to assimilate more. I don't know if you guys look weird or look different, because you know weird is not a bad thing, by the way. I love weird. Weird is not an insult, so don't take it that way if I call you weird. You guys may just present yourself a little bit differently. Unconventional is a word I use a lot. I love that word. You guys may be unconventional. I am too, so I can relate, but you're just very different to everyone else at work. I can't put my finger on it. Let's just say you stand out. You're just, even like personality wise, you're very different. So people may feel a little bit quieter around you. You may notice people feeling a little bit distant from you, or not really going out of their way to make conversation with you. And I think a lot of it is to do with your difference, okay? Maybe even for some of you, your attractiveness. Maybe you're intimidating to a lot of people, but you're very different, quirky and different, okay? But yeah, there's something about you that, oh, my battery's dying. There's something about you that's very transformative. So we do have starting over. So with the Tower card, this is all about sudden changes. So even if something suddenly comes to an end or something doesn't work out, you're not afraid to start all over again. Okay, even if you do something wrong at work, for some of you, if you work in, I don't know, a fast food restaurant, you get an order wrong, you're like, okay, cool, let's just start this again. Like you don't make a fuss about it, okay? Yeah. And your boss sees that. Your boss sees that, like, okay, you're not afraid to transform. You're not afraid to work on yourself. You also are very good at taking criticism. You don't act defensive about it. You acknowledge it, okay? And you apply it, which is really good, okay? You are also being seen as very reflective and intuitive. Like there's something about your energy that just screams like, okay, I peeped that. I knew about that. Even if people don't go out of their way to include you in things, because sometimes I'm getting a vibe that you guys may feel a bit isolated at work, or you may feel like people don't really go out of their way to like integrate you into their conversations or into their circles or whatnot. But yeah, there's an energy about you that people do respect as well, but they also may keep their distance from you. But not to worry. It's not always a bad reason. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm gonna move on to the last pile. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. I do not bite. Okay, so last pile, 35 minutes. You guys chose the Tiger's Eye wand. Okay, I really like this because I feel like this is very different item compared to everybody else's pile. So you guys bring the sauce. Okay, your boss may see you as someone who, this is going to sound so inappropriate and I don't mean it in this way, but it's almost like you have people wrapped around your finger. It's almost like you have your boss wrapped around your finger unintentionally. I don't know if some of you guys have a relationship with your boss. That's coming up for some of you. I ain't even going to lie. That's coming up for some people here. Okay. Okay, let's just see. We have assertiveness. Yeah, some of you guys may be feisty. I'm hearing Liz Gilly's song. This is from Victorious. I think it's called You Don't Know Me. You think you know me, but you don't know me. You think you own me, but you can't control me. I feel like you guys, yeah, like no one can tell you shit at work, okay? You push me back. I think the lyrics are like, you push me back, I push you. You push me back, I'll push you back harder. You scream at me, I'll scream at you louder. Yeah, I'm dangerous, I'm warning you, but you're not afraid of me and I can't convince you that you don't know me. Ooh, okay. I kind of like this energy. I kind of like that. That's really hot. Okay, we have change. May you bless the turning of leaves. We have 29. Say I'm sorry. Some of you guys could be 29. Sometimes, okay, guys, some of you guys may say the very thing that most people are afraid to say. Because I'm hearing say what you mean out loud. And it almost gives the vibe that you're not afraid to speak your truth. But yeah, 29, 2 is a number of alignment, partnership, and 9 is a number of endings. Add 2 and 9 together, you get 11, which is a master number, but it rounds back to 2. Okay, say I'm sorry. I'm getting your boss could have misjudged you. They could have assumed that you are one way, and then they got to know you and they realized their whole perception of you is very different. Okay, we have the fox and the ivy, adaptability. For some people in this pile, you've definitely had an argument at work with someone, whether it be with a colleague or a boss themselves, like someone, okay, that you didn't get along with, that someone you've had beef with, someone that you've had like friction with. Okay, we have I think about you. We have beautiful. Okay, we have the sun, which is Leo, fire sign energy, and then we have 2 of cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, water sign energy, and then we have the ace of wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So what does your boss think about you, view you, whatever, you know? You are feisty. Even if you have not been feisty to your boss, they've seen you be feisty in general. Okay, so maybe with colleagues, or maybe if you're talking to a colleague about someone that you had an argument with, like I'm just getting, they know that you're feisty and they know that you're assertive. Okay, this kind of reminds me with my students, I'm not gonna lie. Like I love my kids, my biological kids, and the students I teach, because I teach primary school, I teach the young ones, so I know what that's like. And like with children, I am very fair, in my opinion at least. I'm very balanced. I believe children are meant to be uplifted, loved. You're meant to speak life into them, say those positive affirmations. But my God, they do require a lot of discipline, especially this new generation. Everybody wants a gentle parent, but you can't gentle parent every child, because I feel like with a lot of kids these days, especially the ones I teach, they do not take gentle teaching or gentle parenting as, wow, they really care about me, they really respect me. They take it more as, oh, they're so weak. Yes, we can run them. And our parents don't even discipline us, so we can really run them. And I'm like, with me, my style of teaching, I don't run that way. We can be cool, we can have laughs, okay? Because I love my class in the moon and back. We can be chilled, okay? But discipline still needs to be there, you know? So I'm getting like, with the assertiveness, so say for example, if you are a teacher like myself, I'm not assertive with my boss. I'm not assertive with my colleagues. I don't have beef with them. But I am assertive with my kids when I need to be. And I will put them in their place. And it's so wild. With children, it's like if you tell them an instruction, you say it with the most utmost respect, they don't listen. And you tell them something in a very soft spoken voice, they don't listen. You try and switch it up and be a bit firm but fair, they don't listen. And then you scream, you're like, I have said quiet. Suddenly their attention is there. Suddenly everybody wants to do what you've asked them to do. Suddenly everyone's focused again. And it's mad. Okay, so if you are a teacher like myself, the assertiveness is with your students, as it needs to be at times, okay? But I don't mean this whole bloodline between abuse, okay? Don't abuse kids. Don't scream in their face. But do make your voice loud when it needs to be, because they don't listen when it's quiet, okay? But you guys are seen as assertive by your boss. Which is a good thing, because I feel like they respect you a lot, okay? We do have change. May you bless the turning of leaves. So again, I don't know why with these two cards, I'm getting your boss perceived you in one way. They assumed that you were going to be one way, and then you ended up changing their whole perception. So you could look like someone who, I don't mean this in a bad way, but like you could look like someone who like is not really a threat or unproblematic or just kind of like to yourself, and then boom, the assertiveness comes out of nowhere, and they're just like, oh, okay, I did not expect that. You know, it's funny because that's how it is every single year. I start when I teach my students. The way I dress, this is how I dress today at work, right? I look like my age. I just look like a typical 26-year-old. Okay, cool, I'm a teacher, right? And they think, okay, like this one looks very different to our other teachers. Okay, so this one looks like I can get away with a lot of things. And then boom, they're just like, oh, she's a young teacher, but she's still gonna discipline us. I'm like, yeah, I may be Gen Z, but I still have old school way of teaching here and there, you know? But I'm getting, similarly, again, sorry guys, I don't want to make it about myself. I'm like, bruh, this is not about me. I'm getting that with you guys. Yeah, your boss actually sees you as someone who they thought one thing about you, and you turned out to be something different, okay? But they're not mad about it, okay? Because we do have adaptability. You will be adaptable to the changes that you face at work. You're not just going to be like, oh no, this, like, you're like, okay, cool, I can adapt to this. So even if it's something, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a different job example, so I don't just start talking about anecdotes about my life. But like say for example, if you do a job that requires shift work, like they know that even if you didn't plan for things to happen the way that you wanted to on the shift, or maybe you didn't realize that you were coming into work one day and then you've been asked to call in and come into work, you're adaptable to that. Like you don't question it. You're like, okay, cool, I can rock with that. Okay, and we have beautiful. Okay, so I'm getting your boss finds you really attractive, and I don't know if they have. Yeah, they have feelings. I was about to say, I don't know if they have feelings for you, but then I saw the Two of Cups. So they do. This may be a little bit awkward if you don't feel the same way. But you may have a great relationship with your boss, okay? For some of you may have banter, okay? But they actually really do like you working there, okay? They feel like you bring a lot of optimism, a lot of sunshine, a lot of banter. You're really funny. But they really love your energy, okay? I with this Ace of Wands, I'm not gonna lie, I did think of a crush, but let me not make it weird if you don't feel that way. Can we clarify this Ace of Wands? Why do we have the Ace of Wands here? Okay, we have the Five of Swords. Can we clarify Five of Swords with the Ace of Wands? Okay, Ace of Pentacles. This is like offering something. I was trying so hard to not make it weird. I'm like, what if you don't feel that way about your boss? You know, then that would be mad awkward. But Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, they could be fighting this thought about you. They could have a really big crush on you. And I don't know if you feel the same way. If you feel the same way, then lucky you. But if you don't, then that's mad awkward. Okay, so yeah, for some of you, your boss is crushing on you. Okay, they like your energy regardless, but they feel like they have a good relationship with you. They like you working here, and they do have romantic feels, but I think they're trying to fight these feels. Okay, but they do be thinking about you because you do have I think about you, and you are beautiful. I don't know if I'm making anyone comfortable, but that's a very specific message. I don't want you guys clocking into work tomorrow like, okay, cool, I'm gonna I'm gonna dress this way. I'm gonna, but yeah. But ultimately they feel like you're very adaptable and they like that. You're always changing things up. The way you do things, the way your ideas are processed, or even just the way you do things methodically. But even it could be appearance, okay? But I feel like they judged you when they first met you. I feel like they just assumed you were going to be one way and you just turned out to be completely different. I'm so nosy though. What did they think that pile 4 was going to be like? Clarify this change. And I'm sorry, what assumptions did they make? Okay, we have the King of Cups energy. They thought you were going to be a big softie. Okay, they thought that like I wouldn't say you didn't have a backbone, but they kind of thought that you're going to be very like, I don't know, like just very loving, caring, kind, this and that. And almost the level where like there's no limit, like you end up being a doormat. Ooh. Don't know how I feel about that, but you ended up proving them wrong. You ended up saying, nah, you got the wrong one. Okay, I don't know what it is, but yeah. But you guys did choose the one. So I feel like you have this thing about you where people have preconceived assumptions about you in general that are completely off, but you know how to draw people in. I'm getting, even for some of your colleagues, even though this is not a colleague reading, may not have liked you when they first met you, but then they've grown to respect you now that they know you more. Okay, but that's all I'm getting. I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. I do not bite. Yeah. If you want to join my membership, the starting tier is £2.99. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Bye.